The controversial sex case against former Michigan State basketball star Mateen Cleaves took a surprising twist today. In fact, one of the cops involved is saying other cops broke the law working the case. Let's get to Rod Maloney. He joins us live in Detroit tonight with more. And Rod, this is pretty unusual.
Yeah, this is really unusual, Carmen, to have an officer actually going against other officers claiming that he was pressured to find Mateen Cleaves guilty, and yet that's exactly what we have, and the pleadings have some interesting things to say. This is Mundy Township Police Officer Brian Ogle. He's been with the department for 19 years. Right now he's working as the Student Resource Officer at Carmen Ainsworth Middle School in Flint, there away from other Mundy officers at his own request. He'd previously worked as an investigator. He also attended law school and recently picked up his law degree and hung out his shingle as a lawyer. This is his business social media picture. In his whistleblower complaint, he says, quote, beginning in September of 2015, plaintiff found himself at odds with defendants because he would not acquiesce to defendants' pressure to portray Mr. Cleaves as guilty of sexual assault, end quote. Cleaves allegedly brought a woman he met at a golf outing last summer to this hotel, and she claims he sexually assaulted her there. Ogle claims, quote, on or about November 17, 2015, plaintiff, that's Officer Ogle, sent an email to Lisa Lindsay, a Wayne County prosecutor who was investigating allegations Mr. Cleaves committed one or more crimes. Plaintiff reported suspected violations of Michigan state law, end quote, by his fellow officers. He is not getting specific about what those officers did to break the law. Ogle claims he was suspended 2 days without pay for making that complaint. He also says he suffered emotional and financial damages and wants more than $25,000 for his trouble. Now, I talked to Dan Atkinson, who is the police chief in Mundy Township, and he tells me that he is not worried about his case. There are 5 felony counts against Mateen Cleaves, and he says it's a very strong case, and he does not believe for 1 minute that this case, that is a boon to the defense, is going to have any impact whatsoever. Back to you.
No, Rod, I know it's early in the Cleaves case, but when is he due back in court?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it's interesting you ask, Carmen, because there is a probable cause hearing scheduled on the 27th of May. But the prosecutor's office here in Wayne County is saying that they haven't received official word of that, and that may end up getting postponed. And as you may recall, that the arraignment in this case was kind of a situation where it went unannounced, happened right after we were able to find out about it. So there are a lot of strange things happening here, and it's going to get more interesting before it's over.
All right, I know you'll stay on top of it for us. Our Rod Maloney reporting for us live.